Very good morning to all of you. Welcome all of you to this pre-market session today. Now we will discuss about the next action plan for the day. Let us start with the Dowmantic method. Now in Dowmantic method, we are looking at Bank Nifty as of now. Let me zoom in a bit. So in Bank Nifty, you can see here yesterday at this point in time, it said buy call option now, exit put and buy call option now. So we exited the put option. Now which I had bought as a 19,000 strike price put option at around 140 odd rupees. Now I was able to exit it somewhere at around 50 rupees yesterday, and then got into another call option. That is, I got in a 20,800 strike price call option at around 149, if I'm not wrong. And then from there it has closed somewhere at 200 rupees. Any which ways, now since we are currently holding on to the long position, we must wait until it tells us to exit the call option. That is very well known. But as the price goes up, this dynamic system caution, if it persists and if our call option is in a good profit, then we must shift over. There is one very important thing that one has to do. Please do shift over to secure your profits. Or instead of going up, if the price starts coming down, just wait for this action to tell you exit call and buy a put option. But then remember, when it tells you to buy a put option, now then the price is coming down, intraday 3 long and intra-week long are still in green. It means there will be a mismatch. So in such a case, you must check the Tenkai signal. And in Tenkai signal, you will see that there is a zigzag, whether there is a zigzag or a edge point. If it is there, you will not get into a put option. Now, first of all, when it tells us to buy a put option, it would have told us exit call and buy a put option. So if I'm not getting into a put option, then I wouldn't have exited my call option either, isn't it? So that is how we will wait here. But do check the Tenkai signal before you do the trade when it comes to trading in a put option in the case of Bank Nifty. Similarly, when we come to Nifty, let us see this. Even in Nifty, you can see here at this point in time, it had told us to buy a call option. We would have got into a call option. And then the premium appreciation has not been much in spite of a small up movement there. But anyways, there is a dynamic system caution still persisting there. So today, if the price continues to move up further, and if the dynamic system caution remains, then and if your call option is in good profit, then don't forget to shift over. But then if the price starts coming down and if it tells you to buy a put option, then do check the Tenkai signal before you do the trade. Got it? So this is about Nifty and Bank Nifty. If there is any stock or others that you want to check in dynamic live Dowmantic method, you can tell me now. Axis Bank, Reliance, Infi. Mr. Hitesh, you seem to be trading in multiple scripts. Anyways, let us see Axis Bank. Now, this is what is happening in Axis Bank. Even in Axis Bank yesterday at this point in time, the Dowmantic method action has told us to buy a call option. You would have got into a call option. Now, the price has moved up. Now, as the price has moved up, there is a dynamic system caution. If in case yesterday your call option was in a good profit, you could have shifted over or else just hold on. Today, as the price goes up and if this dynamic system caution persists, then don't forget to shift over. But any down movement and if it tells you to buy a put option, do check the Tenkai signal before you do the trade. So in case of Axis Bank, check Bank Nifty as your Tenkai signal. Let us check Reliance. Now, this is the case of Reliance. Reliance, as of now, still there is no trade. You can see here as the price moved up, there seems to be a zigzag symbol on top. It is written very clearly in the intra-week zigzag sell signal. It means there is a zigzag on top. So that is the reason it has not allowed us to do any trade. If the price starts moving up beyond this, that is when we will get a buy call option now, or else just wait until it tells you to buy a put option. But if it tells you to buy a put option, don't forget to check the Tenkai signal. It is because intraday 3 long and intra-week long are still in green. Mr. Paresh, आज के लिए बैंक निफ्टी ऑप्शन लेना हो, you have to buy a call option if it opens around the same yesterday's closing price. That is all that you can do here, or else wait for the next trading opportunity. Let us check Infosys. Now, this is a case of Infosys here, and Infosys also it is telling us to hold call option. We saw it yesterday also in the live market sessions. So this is a point where it has told us to buy call option. We could have bought it. You know, on June 1st, 10:30, the price was around 701.815, and from there it has moved up to 708 as of yesterday's closing. Hold on to this call option. Wait until it tells you to exit call option. And REC Limited. Now, in the case of REC Limited, it is telling you to hold call option. It has made you buy call option somewhere at this point in time when there was a zigzag breakout. And after buying, it is still at around your entry price itself. You are still supposed to be holding your call option as of now. So wait until it is written here to exit call option. Nothing to worry. So Sushil Desale, you have 2260 HLL call option. HLL. Now, which is the script HLL? Let us check. There seems to be no symbol there. Now, can you tell me which is that script, the stock name, Mr. Sushil? Which is this HLL? If you can tell me clearly, or is it HUL? Are you talking about Hindustan Unilever? Or is it HLL? You just tell me the full form so that I can check the right script. Yes, Hindustan Unilever, isn't it? So, now there is a case of Hindustan Unilever. Now, first thing, it has told you to buy call option somewhere here at this point, or maybe somewhere here. Now, wherever it has told you to buy a call option, as the price started going up, there have been series of dynamic system cautions appearing. You can see here, these are all the points where you could have shifted over. I hope you have shifted over your option trade. And after shifting over, the price has come down and it has reached the intraday 3 long signal edge point and a zigzag. Normally, there is a point where from where the price can reverse. Just hold on, but then the strength is high on top. Just hold on. Let us see. As of now, there is a now there seems to be a exit. It has given you exit. Looks like there is a zigzag here. I think it has already given you exit. But in spite of exit, now how come you are holding a call option, Mr. Sushil? But anyways, today morning, once the zigzag confirms, then it will again tell you to buy a call option because intraday 3 speed is still in buy. So you can see here preparation is also telling you to buy call option. So once it confirms buy call option now, that is when you can hold on to this call option. Later, just follow it. Follow it. When it tells you to exit, that is when you can go ahead and exit. Got it? So this is about Hindustan Unilever and then Hero Motocorp. Now, this is the case of Hero Corp. You can see here, it is still telling us to hold call option. Now, there is a point where it has told us to buy a call option. It was at around, 2364, and after buying, the price slightly moved up, but then it came down. But as it came down, there seems to be a very clear edge point here. So it has not allowed us to exit the call option. It is still telling us to hold the call option. Now, even now, there is a zigzag and edge point continuing. So just hold on to this call option, Hari. And as the price starts going up, now once this action tells you to exit call option, that is when you can go ahead and exit the trade. So this is all about the Dynamic method. Now let us move on to dynamic system, and let us check as per the level 2 trading method. Now what are the trades? What is the action for today? And for that, let me start with all right, Nifty. Now in Nifty, you can see here, as of now, the price has consistently moved up, and we are already holding on to this long position that we have taken sometime a few days back. And then there is no trend edge point on top. Since there is no trend edge point on top, your exit point will be range 4 or speed signal, whichever is lower. From there, you have to reduce 0.5%. It seems to be that range 4 is 9,735, and then speed signal is 9,420. So 9,420 is the lowest. Into 0.5%, it comes up to 47, 48 points. 9,420 minus 48 points, it is 9,372. So if the price of Nifty trades below 9,372, that is when we can go ahead, exit the long and get into a short position. Until then, we will simply hold on to this long position as of today. And similarly, let us see what's happening in Bank Nifty. Now, this is the case of Bank Nifty. You can see here Bank Nifty from an in-between trend, it has moved out, and now it has clearly got into an uptrend. But since it has got into an uptrend, we are any which ways holding, we are not holding any long position, because I remember we had exited at range 2 the few days back. So uh, after exiting now, as the price has moved up, now if the price crosses range 1, that is 20,671. If the price crosses range 1 for today, then we can again get back to long position. We can take a long and Bank Nifty. Now after taking a long, remember, there is no trend on top, there is no trend edge point on top. So your exit point will be range 4 or speed signal, whichever is lower, reduce 0.5% from there. Now range 4 is 19,654 and speed signal is 18,839. So speed signal is lowest. Let us take 18,839 into 0.5%. It comes out to be 95 points. 18,839 minus 95 points. It is 18,744. So once you take a long today, and if the price trades below 18,744 today, only then we will think about a exit and reverse, or else we will simply hold on to the long position. Now some of you may think, now the exit seems to be too far. You don't have to worry, just to enter into the trade. Now after enter into the trade, now as days pass by, your exit point will come as closer to your entry as possible. So your job is to just follow as it is telling you to do. Got it? So this is about the level 2 trading method of Nifty and Bank Nifty. I hope you people have made a note of it. Now, before we move on to the dynamic superpower trading method, if there is any questions or doubts related to these two concepts that we have discussed till now, you can ask me now. I'll give you a minute's time, so text your questions fast. Yes, Mr. Vishwanath, in weekly chart, it's at edge point. But DMBOTS is nearby in Bank Nifty. Yesterday, it did reach DMBOTS, Mr. Satish. In Bank Nifty, yesterday the price has reached DMBOTS. When it reached, if in case you took a option trade in Bank Nifty using dynamic system, Then yesterday, somewhere at around, if I'm not wrong, 20,496. That is where the DMBOT has reached. So that is the point you could have shifted over. But now when we were trading as per Daumantic method, when we bought a call option, when I bought a call option at 149 rupees, and as the price moved up till the DMBOTS, by then the premium had not appreciated much. The premium started appreciating pretty fast somewhere at the end of the market. So even the shift over opportunity was not so very clearly available there. But then during the market, if it had done that, we would have, we could have shifted over very early. What about Just Dial? Mr. Sushil, you want to check the Just Dial in Dynamic Live? Let us see what's happening in Just Dial. Now here is a case of Just Dial. You can see here it is telling you to hold call option anyways. So it has asked you to buy a call option somewhere at this point in time. It is still somewhere close to your entry price itself. You can hold on to your call option. There's absolutely no problem here. As you said, it is an uptrend. Yes, it is an uptrend. You can simply hold on to it. Mr. Vishwanath, in weekly chart, yes, it is in a trend at a trend edge point. If in case you are trading as per the NAP method that we were doing in the year 2017, if you are following that particular method, then obviously we will exit at range 2. Got it? Which is the Tenkai signal for Jubilant Food? For that, Mr. Hitesh, you just have to go through the NSE side, and under NSE you go through the sectoral indices and see which sector this Jubilant Food belongs to. So based on that, you will be able to understand the Tenkai signal. If in case it is not available in any of the sector, then you don't have to check any script as a Tenkai signal for that. Just trade as per that, Jubilant Food itself. Got it? So LNT, Mr. Samadhan, there is a case of LNT. It has told us to buy a call option somewhere in the, yesterday at around 13:30, that is 1:30 in the afternoon. You would have bought it at around 947.30, and the price has closed at 945.45, but still it is telling us to hold the call option. So simply hold on to it, stick on to your option, wait until it is very clearly written here to exit the call option. Until then, just hold on to this. So this is the case of Now let us look at the dynamic superpower trading method of a Nifty and Bank Nifty. We will start off with Nifty. Let's see what's happening there. Now you can see here, first thing, now the price has started to move up in daily. As per dynamic system daily chart, any which ways it is already in a clear uptrend, but then it had reached a weekly trend edge point in a dynamic system, but then yesterday the price has gone beyond that weekly trend edge point also. But still, anyways, in dynamic live we are getting a weekly caution with the strength of C4. So you can see here the strength is increasing, the monthly caution is still there, so the pressure is still there on top. Anytime when the price starts coming down, wait for the better confirmation to take action, to exit your long and get into a short position. Until then, just hold on to it. And the other big factor you can observe here is, now obviously there was a C10 also, there was a straddle as well as a weekly caution as well as a monthly caution on top. And the other thing that you could have noticed here is the daily long trend, which has been telling us buy long, wait and act. So it has still not given us any clarity about the up movement. But today, let us see today, once the market opens now, we will see whether this information changes or not. So if it changes to act now, then what happens is it gets some more strength to move upward. But if it remains buy long, wait and act, then you just have to be careful, because there is pressure from the top and the price can reverse, and you just have to wait for the better confirmation to exit your long and get into a short trade. Now once you get into a short trade, wait until it comes down to the intra-week long signal edge point for you to shift over, or even if it comes to intraday 3 long signal edge, you can shift over. But any dynamic system caution at the bottom, then wait for the better confirmation. Wait for the better confirmation if it goes up for you to exit short and get into a long trade, or else simply hold on to the short position. Got it? So this is about Nifty. Let us see what's happening in Bank Nifty now. Now here is a case of Bank Nifty. You can see here. Now yesterday it has very clearly closed above all the trends in the daily chart and Bank Nifty, and it has moved into uptrend. But then today, let us see whether this daily long trend says buy long act now. So if it says act now, then it gets good strength to move upward. But anyways, there is a weekly caution still on top. There is a weekly caution still on top. It started somewhere from 20,200 when the price of Bank Nifty started at reached 20,200. From there, we've been watching this weekly caution of C2 strength, and then now we also have a C8 straddle on top. So the weekly caution is still there. We have to wait for the better confirmation to exit long and get into a short trade. But remember, as the price starts moving up, any dynamic system caution or any DMBOTS, just make sure that you keep shifting over. Don't secure your profit. Don't miss shifting over at these places in the market. Got it? So this is about Bank Nifty here, and Bajaj Finance. Let us see what's happening in Bajaj Finance. Now this is a case of Bajaj Finance. Now in Bajaj Finance, now there's a bottom wherein we had a C10. You can see here C10, PWC C11. The strength at the bottom is very high in case of Bajaj Finance. That is the reason you can see here. Now once the intra-week long signal gave us a buy, in spite of dynamic system cautions coming on top and even the DMBT is coming on top, it is simply not able to stop the price from moving up, just because the strength at the bottom is very high. But anyways, now you have a weekly caution on top, which is a C2 strength. But even then, C2 strength is no match for C11 weekly caution here at the bottom and a C10 monthly caution at the bottom. So for that reason, what we will do here is let the price come down, and if it starts coming down, we will wait for a better confirmation like intraday 1 long or intraday 2 long or intraday 3 speed, whichever gives us a sell first. Based on that, we will exit long and get into a short trade, or else we will just hold on to this long position, and as the price starts moving up, any dynamic caution or DMBOTs, make sure that you shift over. Okay, and then let us also check Oro Pharma as per DSPT, as one of our friend Mr. Rakesh Patel has asked for it. Now here is the case of Oro Pharma. Now in Oro Pharma, I feel PMC is saying C6. I think the previous month there seems to be a monthly caution on top with a C6 strength. So there is some pressure acting from the top, and PWC is also C10. Looks like there is a weekly caution on top. Let me zoom out a bit so that let us see what has happened earlier. So in spite of all these caution on top, the price has still managed to move up. Now, as it has tried to manage to move up, there is a DMBOTS on top. Now, all I would like to tell you here is, if you are already holding a long position, just hold on to this long position. Let it go up. Any dynamic caution on top, try to shift over. But wait until until the intra-week long signal gives you a sell. Now, once the intra-week long signal gives you a sell, that is when you can go ahead to take a short position with the considering the pressure on top. But or else just hold on to your long position as of now in Oro Pharma until the intra-week long signal gives you a sell. Okay. So, anyways, this is all about the dynamic superpower trading method. If there is any other questions or doubts, you can ask me now. Now, these sessions you have to utilize this, because when you're trading there, now In live markets, we are discussing what trades has happened in the 5 o'clock online workshop. Also, we are discussing what has happened today. But then, when you are observing all these things, if there is any trade or any place which you have not done exactly as we have discussed, then if you feel that there is somewhere that you are going wrong, then you must come back to us. Come back to us. We are here. We are here to guide you, and we are here to make sure that you achieve the end results. And that is the reason we are trying to do everything to make sure we handhold you throughout this process until you reach your destiny. And for that, you have to interact with us. You have to tell us now what you are experiencing. If there is anything that you are missing, any issues while trading, any mindset related issues that you are experiencing while trading, discuss with us. You will get a solution. Now just follow as it is told. As long as you do that, you make some serious money here. Got it? Any other questions or doubts? If there is no questions, you can please text me saying that there is no doubts. All right, looks like any stock to watch out for today? Now, I cannot blindly tell you, Mr. Hitesh, because I am simply blindly trading in Bank Nifty. So I have not checked any stock. So if I have checked it, then I would definitely send, convey this in this session. But then today, I am not so very prepared to convey which stock to watch as of today's session. So I'm sorry for that. And then Mr. Anand, just write a mail to the technical team, Mr. Anand. They will make sure that it is ready. Got it? So, anyways, looks like there are no other questions or doubts. So, gentlemen, thank you all for joining today's session. Wish you all the very best. Wish you all loads and loads of profits. Always remember, as long as you have dynamic system and dynamic live with you, the power is yours. Your fate can be decided by yourself. You don't have to depend on anything or anyone else. Got it? So, with all these things, I wish you loads and loads of profits today. See you on the other side in the next session. Now, before that, Mr. Rakesh has a question here. We can use zigzag on bottom to take buying opportunity till the R4 or DSS. Yes, Mr. Rakesh, you can definitely do that. You can utilize those zigzags or edge points at the bottom in the intra-week long signal for you to take a long position in Oro Pharma. Definitely, you can do that. Got it? So, this is all about today's session, gentlemen. Wish you all the very best. See you on the other side in the next session. Until then, a good day to all of you, and thank you for joining.